Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars The High Republic Tempest Runner, which is the first audio drama for the High Republic series, which was written by Cavan Scott and released on August 31st, 2021. So yeah, I thought it was alright. I'm pretty late on listening to this, so the script version has also been released since the audio drama version came out. The script version came out in March of 2022. So I was able to get that and listen to the audio drama at the same time and kind of follow along, which, I do think I maybe got a little bit of better experience because of that. Because there's a few times where there's an alien character who isn't speaking, basic, for Star Wars terms or, for real terms, English, the alien languages. And so you can't understand them, but in the script version, it's written out what they're saying, actually. So, I do think it added there, but I don't really think it was that big of a deal because it barely happens and none of it's really, at any point, a big, live dialogue. So, I don't think anything, crazily was taken away from the audio, just the audio drama version. But, I can't say it because I had the script version and the audio drama version, so, it might have been weird if I had only listened to the audio version. But, also the audio quality kind of varied with some of the characters. I'd say most notably one of the characters, I believe the character's name was Quinn. The audio, the voiceover of that character, definitely sounded a little off, I would assume some of this is because all the voice actors and actresses were recording at their own homes, so it's not the same environment for every voiceover. So I found that a little weird. But the most prominent character is the character Lorna D, which the audio was good there. Obviously, I thought the voiceovers performances were all good. Just some of the audio quality kind of varied there, which, was a little weird. The only character I found was prominent enough was the character Quinn, but they're more prominent in the, later parts of the story, so, yeah, they're in, like, the, middle-ish also, but I felt they're more prominent near the end. But all the other background noise and music was all fine, which, obviously, most of that's taken straight from the, movie, so, it's just the same stuff there. But, the story I thought was definitely alright. It mainly follows the Nile Tempest Runner, Lorna D, after the events of the Rising Storm. It seems like it's at least a few months afterwards. Seems like it's after the events of the young adult novel Out of the Shadows, which took place a few months after, the Rising Storm. So I would assume this is probably not too long after that novel, but the main present day portion of the story seems like it probably takes place over the course of like a month or so, maybe two. But there was also a lot of flashbacks in the story, kind of giving the origin story for the character Lorna D, which the flashbacks are probably my favorite part of the story. I'm not sure how long ago they all were, but we see how what led Lorna D to the Nile. We see how she became, a member of the Nile, when Asgard Row was still the eye of the Nile, which, I enjoyed all the flashback stuff. I enjoyed seeing Asgard Row. It's probably the most prominent he's been featured in the story because, he's dead by the time of the, events of the main, novels. And, I do wish we kind of got more of that. It's definitely a part of the flashback story, but we get a lot of stuff before she went and became a member of the Nile. So that's probably the main part of the flashback, which I enjoyed all that. But I do wish we kind of got a little more of her time with the Nile. But like I said, I still enjoyed everything before stuff in the Nile because we got a lot of character development for Lorna D in those flashbacks, and also the present day stuff we got. Obviously character development there, which the present day stuff, we see Lorna D's Tempest get attacked by the Republic, and she's assumed dead, but she isn't, and she's taken by the Republic who have no clue who she is, and, she's going by this fake name, Sal Cross, I believe it was, and we see her get, sentenced to this prison ship called the Restitution, which, while on the Restitution, she has to do, work and whatnot, and they get sent to planets and whatnot. But former Tempest Runner, Pan Ada, who was left for dead by Lorna D and the other Nile at the end of the Rising Storm, is still alive and finds out about Lorna being on the Restitution. So he finds her on the planet she's working on and attacks her, but Lorna is able to survive. But so does Pan, who then later finds the ship and attacks it. But Lorna is able to get the upper hand on Ada and kills him for good this time. And so she takes the ship and all the surviving prison mates who wish to join her and head back to the Nile, renaming the ship after her previous one, but she lost at the start of the story. The Lorna D, obviously named after herself, which we also saw in the flashbacks her get her original ship and name it also after herself. But yeah, and that's how the story kind of ends, her heading back to the Nile and renaming her the Restitution and whatnot. So, but that that's a super simplified version of events. There's a lot more to it and whatnot. But I just wasn't into the present day stuff as much. I kind of wish it just was, the story was just about what we saw in those flashbacks instead. Because I really enjoyed all that. The present day stuff, I didn't hate it. I still enjoyed it, but I just didn't like it as much. A few things I liked was them not knowing, who the Republic, not knowing who they have in custody and all that, and then Lorna D having to hide the fact that she is who she is and whatnot. I liked them wrapping up Pan Ada's story, which I'm surprised they wrapped that up in this, because in the Rise of Storm was kind of left, hanging, and people might not read this one and read the Fallen Star and just never gets finished for the main novel, so I was surprised by that. But everything else in the present day stuff I just thought was alright, where I enjoyed the flashback stuff a little more. So yeah, but anyways, my grade, I'm gonna give it a B. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I do think I, knocked it down a little bit because of a few of the voiceover audio was kind of inconsistent and a little iffy with some of it, but that is what it is. But the story, like I said, I enjoyed it. Flashback stuff I enjoyed more than the present day stuff though. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. You can check out all my reviews on my previous High Republic reviews. My next will be the 9th issue of the Marvel series, so you can check that out then. But I've been Starzine. I'll catch you guys in the next one.